Most people don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they cannot control their own habits. Your dreams mean nothing if your discipline collapses. Today, I'll give you 8 rules used by the strongest thinkers, leaders, and philosophers to build an unbreakable mindset. Welcome to Mindset Empire, the place where we sharpen your mind and rebuild your thinking from the inside out. Let's begin. Rule 1. Accept the hard truth. Discipline will hurt before it helps. Aristotle once said, "What is painful now becomes pleasant later." Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Self-discipline will feel uncomfortable at first. Your old habits will resist, your comfort zone will whisper excuses, and your brain will try to negotiate with you. But the moment you stop expecting discipline to feel good, you take your first real step toward growth. Practical implementation. Stand up when the alarm rings. Do the hardest task first. When you want to quit, tell yourself, "One more minute." Those who grow the fastest are the ones who accept that discomfort is simply the entry price of a better life. Rule 2. Build the system instead of dreaming about results. James Clear wrote, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." Confucius said, "The expectations of life depend upon diligence." Dreams inspire you, but systems shape you. A disciplined person removes randomness and builds routines that push progress automatically. Your daily habits matter more than your long-term ambitions. Practical implementation. Build a small, repeatable morning routine. Prepare tasks the night before. Reduce choices so your mind stays sharp. Your system is the engine that turns your goals into reality, quietly, consistently, powerfully. Rule 3. Learn to say no without guilt. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Epictetus said, "No person is free who is not master of themselves." Discipline is built more by what you refuse than what you accept. Every time you say yes to a distraction, you say no to your future. Your energy is limited. You must protect it. Practical implementation. Place your phone far away while working. Stop engaging in conversations that drain you. Cut down on commitments that offer no real value. Saying no is a skill, and it's the skill that creates focus, excellence, and clarity. Rule 4. Use micro-wins to defeat procrastination. Lao Tzu said, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Hesiod wrote, "If you add a little to a little and do this often, soon you will have much." Procrastination dies when action begins, even a small one. Your brain only needs a tiny push to shift from hesitation to momentum. That's why disciplined people break tasks into the smallest possible steps. Practical implementation. Work for 5 minutes. Momentum will take over. Read 1 page. Your mind will want more. Clean 1 small area. Your focus will rise. Small actions, done consistently, create big transformations. Rule 5. Design an environment that supports discipline. Plato wrote, "The soul takes on the color of its thoughts." Naval Ravikant says, "Your environment will shape your behavior more than your willpower ever will." Your surroundings shape your mind. A cluttered room breeds a cluttered mindset. Negative people create negative thinking. Disorganized spaces create disorganized actions. Creating a disciplined environment is not optional, it is essential. Practical implementation. Keep your workspace clean and minimal. Surround yourself with driven, disciplined individuals. Follow content that uplifts and educates, not distracts and divides. Make your bedroom and workspace reflect the person you want to become. When the environment is right, discipline feels natural. Rule 6. Control your inputs to control your mind. Socrates said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Ralph Emerson said, "The mind once stretched by a new idea never returns to its original size." What you feed your mind becomes your mindset. Your inputs shape your thinking, and your thinking shapes your actions. Strong, disciplined people are extremely selective about what they allow into their mental space. Practical implementation. Allocate 10 to 20 minutes daily to educational content. Replace some scrolling with audiobooks or skill-building podcasts. Remove exposure to negativity, gossip, and mental noise. Spend a few quiet minutes daily reflecting on your thoughts. When you master your inputs, you master your mind, and your discipline becomes stronger than your impulses. Rule 7. Keep promises to yourself, no matter how small. Nietzsche said, "He who cannot obey himself will be commanded." Leonardo da Vinci said, "One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself." True discipline comes from inner trust, the trust that you will do what you said you would do. Every kept promise increases your self-respect. Every broken promise weakens your character. Disciplined people know that each commitment, even tiny ones, shape their identity. Practical implementation. If you say you'll work out, do it, even lightly. If you say you'll study, open the book, even for 5 minutes. If you say you'll avoid junk food, stay firm for the day. It's not the size of the promise that matters. It's the fact that you keep it. Rule 8. Train your willpower like a muscle. Heraclitus said, "Self-control is the highest virtue." Immanuel Kant said, "Goodwill is not good because of what it accomplishes, but because it wills rightly." Willpower becomes stronger the more you use it. Discipline is not built in a single moment. It's built in repeated moments where you choose growth over comfort. Hard things become easier over time because you become stronger, not because the challenge disappears. Practical implementation. Choose one habit and practice it every day. Increase difficulty slowly. Push slightly beyond comfort, not to punish yourself, but to expand your mind. With every repetition, you build mental muscles that make discipline feel natural. Most people will watch this and feel motivated for a few minutes, and then go back to their old habits. But those who act on these 8 rules gain an advantage that few people ever develop: control over themselves. Self-discipline is not a punishment. It is the foundation of every great achievement. If you follow these 8 rules, accepting discomfort, building systems, protecting your focus, stacking micro-wins, creating the right environment, filtering your inputs, keeping promises to yourself, and training your willpower, you will become a different person. Not instantly, but steadily, powerfully, unstoppably.